Alrighty guys, in today's video of VinylCut, we're going to be looking at a few different ways to rotate objects and shapes. Let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. You guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and also we upload them daily, so keep an eye there for new content. Otherwise, if we head back into the program here, now we've in the past covered a few in a few tutorials the rotation, but in today's video we'll be looking at all the different ways we can rotate a shape. So it's around 4 ways that we can do this simply, and then the most common way is most probably you select your shape. So either you drag a selection box over it, but make sure like we mentioned before, it goes right over, because if it doesn't, it will not select it. Or you click on your shape, or you go on your layers tab here on the right, and then you click on your shape there. You can also, a pro tip, keep shift in, then if you drag a selection box, whichever shapes the selection box touches will select. So that's quite a handy one to know. Now the most common one I would say is just your control handles here on the transform areas. So we've got this little one on top here that looks like 2 arrows showing in different directions, and the same at the bottom here. Now if we click this, then we can actually rotate the shape, as you can see. Now also, if you keep shifting while you do that, then it will snap it in the amount of degrees that's set under your preferences. So in my case it'll be 15-degree increments. Then so that's the first way. Another way we can do this, which is rather simple, is if you select any tab, then normally it goes to its dominant properties, which in our case will be position and size, with this icon with the 4 little arrows. And then under here we've got rotate. So here we've got rotate clockwise and rotate counterclockwise. So then when you click this, you can see it does it in 45-degree amounts. So this is nice if you want to know you've got exact angles. So you don't want to get something where, let's say, you rotate it down, but it's not 100% straight. So then this tool does work rather handy. So you'll just rotate it twice, and then you have it in an exact angle. And then the next one, there's 2 ways we can do it. So either you can go on top here to object, on your top menu, and then we go to transform. And then under there will be a button called rotation. Now you have the skew option as well, but we'll be leaving it on angle. Angle is actually default. And then here you can put in your amount of rotation, or your degrees. So let's say 90. Then unfortunately there's no update here, but you can say apply if you want to see it while being in this window. As we can see there, now it's done at 90. And you can say okay. You'll keep the changes. Like I said, this way it's got 2 ways you can do it. So you can also right click, and then from the this menu you go transform rotation. And like I said, this is a very nice tool if you have an exact amount of rotation you need to make. So it is let's say you've got design requirements and it has to be rotated at the exact amount, then this really helps. Otherwise what you will have to do is rotate it, and then at the bottom here it will show you the kind of degrees, but as you can see you get a point this amount, so it's very hard to get it exactly the right amount. But yeah, so and then the last one is kind of it's not a normal standard rotate, but it's the 3D rotate. So to locate that, we can go on top here to our top menu to effects, then we go to 3D rotate. And then from here now we can see, make sure your auto preview is enabled. Unfortunately everything's grayed out, so you cannot see the arrow. So just keep in mind where it was pointing last. Now we can set now not only X and Y, but the Z axis as well as Z. So then as you can see, we can kind of start turning this as if it's a 3-dimensional object. And then you can also play with perspective, which is rather handy. So then as we adjust this, you can see, bring it more into perspective, more out. Then once you click OK, it will apply the changes for you, and then you have a 3D looking shape that is rotated. So yeah, that is the way to rotate shapes objects. Obviously this works on text as well. And then yeah, otherwise if you guys go to vinylcut.co.za, the program is freely available there. Just head to the downloads page. Otherwise, if you guys go to softwaretraining.co.za, this video is available there and more like it. And like I also mentioned, as you can see, we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover. Then if you guys are looking for anything specific, just go here to the search option. Then yeah, if you still don't find what you're looking for, just go request a training video and then we'll make that for you. Otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.